50K portfolio update I have for you that you could potentially do on your side. Let me show you how that works. I'm referring to the 10 strategy 50K portfolio that includes these set of strategies. We're going to look at the latest results and then potentially look at using Cobra III E-mini S&P instead of E-mini Nasdaq. So here is the portfolio calculator. Equity peak last Friday through Thursday's trade, minus 1880. Slow week, slow drawdown week. There was a 10K run up. And as we come into Friday, it's in an 1880 drawdown out of 10,157. Important numbers I look at are total profit over drawdown, which is 48.19. And let's scroll down, 87.20 on the year. Here is the equity curve making new equity peaks. It was in this drawdown for a while. Now it's made an equity peak, pulled back a little bit this week to this level. And so that's where we are. And what would happen, the question is, I talked about the most consistent strategy of 2021 is the Cobra III E-mini S&P. And so what would happen if we use that instead? So I'm going to go down and I'm going to expand this. Keep in mind this is 48.19. Let's look at the risk to worst case drawdown. So I'm going to go, the risk to worst case drawdown is this minus that. And you get 82.7750. So remember that number because it's going to change. And now here is Cobra III profit target version. So it's gone through a losing streak. It's hard to trade this strategy. It's one of my favorite strategies long term, but with a $600 profit target and all the wiggle in the NASDAQ, it's hard to trade it. So let's try Cobra III instead. So 51.27 is the total profit over drawdown. The risk to worst case drawdown is about $1,100 higher, 93.7750. It would be at an equity peak today had you traded that because it's been on a streak. Cobra III E-mini S&P has been on a streak. So it's something you could transition to right away, or you could transition to, you could take out Cobra III in general. The trend is less NASDAQ. NASDAQ is so wiggly in a wide range, it's hard to trade. So you could trade this as a 55.77 and not trade it Cobra III at all. Your risk to worst case drawdown is 77.50, and you would just be with 9 strategies then, and you're up 10K on the year. And let's look at the equity. Here's the equity curve. Nice equity curve. Here's the drawdown curve. Nice looking drawdown curve. It has a lower lows in recent trading than it does back here. So let's look at we didn't look at the equity curves with Cobra III in it. So let's look at that. And let's scroll down here. So you get much higher net profit this year. Nice equity curve breaking out. And you get lower highs. This time frame right here was, let's go back and see when this time frame was. Clicking on the drawdown curve. That was back in May of 2020. It made a worst case drawdown, and it's gone up since then. And so it did 60K last year. It did 70K in 2018. And that is without Cobra III. It's hard to cut Cobra III loose. It was hard enough to add a profit target to it, and now to switch over to Cobra III with the $600 profit target. But you know, I love the strategy approach where you have a small stop loss, and then let your winners run. But so much volatility that's been hard to do lately. So this is one thing you could do. I'm going to undo all of these things so we get back to our original portfolio calculator. I'll be updating the portfolio calculator through March the 11th. I want to show you the chart too, how you would change Cobra III to E-mini S&P. So here's the original 82.77 risk to worst case drawdown. And I'm going to upload this latest portfolio calculator through Thursday, March the 11th. We do have an equity peak in the All Strategy Access 51 plus 7 as of today. So nice equity peak there. Other strategies all the portfolios did well today. 43, 338 up on the year. Nice January, and down February and up March. So I'm going to show you how to change the chart in TradeStation. So you could turn Cobra III off completely. You could go to your customized strategy. You could turn it off, not run it, and get that lower drawdown set up. Or you could come in here and you could go, let let's do right click and you're in Trade Station 10 data, edit symbol, and change it to ES. Change that to the front month, ES M21.D, and then you come in here and you change data 4 to at ES.D. You say close, and you make sure it has trades. Expand this, and then you need to do the profit target studies. Right click, edit strategies. You would turn these off, these profit targets off, and then you can go in here. We had separate profit targets for long and short. That's why we added them there. They could be added to the code. This needs to be 2. R1 needs to be 2 there. And then you want to come down here and you want to set your profit target to true. So not many changes. You're changing your R1 from 2 to 4, or from 4 to 2. You're turning your profit target on to $600. And these are all the default settings that you would use. It won't trade if the VIX goes above 100. That's set up for a worst case scenario. Major market crash, VIX goes above 100, we're just not going to trade it. And you know, it might be 70 or 80 or even 50 might be a better number, but historically it's never been above 100, so this doesn't change the back test results to add this filter. It's just for a future event. If VIX spikes above 100, we don't want to trade. And so there, you change those and you say okay, and you close it down. You turn on automation, and you see the last 3 trade signals, which are positive. You see a short positive trade, a negative short trade right there, and a losing short trade. Let's look at the performance summary. So those are the results. Let's look at the difference between the longs and the shorts. So you see most of the gains are on the long side, which makes sense. 687.50 and 675 on the short side. Still a small drawdown, so we're keeping the shorts on. We want to make money on the short side as well. So that's one thing you could do to change your 50K portfolio from the Cobra III E-mini S&P, or Cobra III E-mini Nasdaq, to Cobra III E-mini S&P, or just turn Cobra III off if you want a lower drawdown.